The number one way that most people get hurt in a relationship is they didn't believe the cues soon enough. They got things, but they overrode their instinct because, or their intuition because they were thinking, I've been wrong before, so I'm just going to try and be a tolerant person. Most of the time in dating, your gut knows, and when it tells you, you should know. But I've got the most likely things that appear early in a relationship that if you see these, please save yourself a lot of grief and just get out. The first one is alcohol dependence. As soon as you see this person is an alcoholic, that goes for drugs too, just get out. It's not going to go anywhere. I don't care if they told you they love you. They obviously don't love you more than they love the substance they're using, and that's the case closed. You have to get out of that relationship. Secondly, there's trouble making commitments. If this person can never be where they say or do what they say they're going to do, that's a sign. That is a very early warning sign of someone who is rebelling. They either grew up with a very harsh parent or they're just not ready. They're not emotionally mature enough to commit to something and be responsible and be there. Just let it go. You cannot change this person. Nonverbal communication is off. When someone smiles inappropriate or they move their body in a way that is against, let's say you need someone, you're crying or you're venting, and you need someone to lean into you, and this person kind of leans back and acts nervous, I would not end up with that type of person. And the reason is because if that's off, they're not verbalizing to you this stuff. They're hiding it, but their body is betraying them. Believe their body. They're jealous. They're jealous of anybody outside of the two of you, who, especially if that person is close to you. A lot of people get confused with jealousy because they say, well, that means they're really into me. Not usually. That means they're usually insecure in themselves. And if they were showing signs of jealousy whenever a person close to you wanted to get together with you and they weren't included, and I mean real jealousy enough for them to get upset, then I would say that would be a relationship I might keep an extra eye on, but more than likely I would let it go because there's too many good ones out there. I would not waste my time with that. If any controlling behavior, any controlling behavior, don't get involved with it because it usually escalates. If you see it right away, it's a sign you're just seeing the tip of the iceberg. If a relationship is all about sex, like the person doesn't really want to get closer, they're not into the emotional intimacy, it's a physical relationship. The reason they like that is it's easy, it keeps it superficial, they can still feel close to you, you can still feel close to them. It masks a lot of problems underneath, and it's not going to be enough because sexual intimacy is not enough to make a solid relationship go the miles that emotional intimacy will. And lastly, no one-on-one time. There's a lot of people who hide out in groups. They always, because the pressure is on them to have somebody. So they have somebody, it's you, but you're always there in a group. And when you are with them one-on-one, they're more anxious. You can't really feel close to them. That's a sign. They're showing you blatantly. Probably shouldn't be in that relationship. It isn't emotionally mature and you're going to waste a lot of time, and that kind of thing is not going to change. So just my tips. I hope it helps you. If you're in it, you have time. There's a lot of good people out there, and you can do better. Do it for yourself.